The rumors are that Diddy was running some kind of Epstein type deal where he was filming everybody. Who knows what's real?
That's what Diddy's lawyers, I think, said. It was like, these are just trumped up charges, not true.
When Homeland Security invade your house,
you got problems.
With dudes with...
Someone said that they weren't there to take stuff, they were there to delete everything.
Oh,
like
that's funny.
with Epstein.
Oh, that's funny. They never end. There's just layers upon layers upon layers. Genuinely love it when someone like Diddy gets caught, though. The glee that people have is weird. I mean, he had a lot of people at those parties, right? Well, if he really was filming everybody, you got a wild party. There's so many different stories.
What are you gonna do?
I'm not doing that.
We're not involved in them. I was never Diddy.
Telling jokes.
Like I told you.
Having fun.
That's it.
Yeah.
Smoking dope, cracking jokes, making people...
But what was that comment you made about how the baby oil at Diddy house might be laced?
If the government took 1,000 bottles of baby oil and somebody had things what appeared to be baby oil, they seized 1,000 bottles what allegedly to be baby oil. So that's telling people that it wasn't baby oil. They knew what was ever in that baby oil or that those bottles that appeared to be baby oil. I wouldn't put him past that he told them everything. They knew they had to take whatever was out there, and that thing that appeared to be baby oil, they gotta test every last one of them.
Put his arm around me in an uncomfortable way, close to areas that you shouldn't as a grown man.
Disgraced music mogul Sean Diddy Combs was famous for holding his annual 4th of July party in the Hamptons. Now imagine you're a 6-year-old kid and you find yourself a guest there. All of the well-known partygoers wore white, and it wasn't exactly a family-friendly event.
Put his arm around me in an uncomfortable way, close to areas that you shouldn't as a grown man. Remember marijuana and topless women, that's the two main things that I remember.
We're getting high. There were girls swimming topless, young looking girls that were, not dressed.
Kids have like an hour left. So get extra comfortable, but this thing turns into something that when y'all get older, y'all don't want to come to.
We moved to another part of the house so that he wouldn't be exposed.
I don't know what happens to the white man when he comes to a P. Diddy party. This is what happens to the white man.
Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you.
Diddy had been trying to get to Bieber for a minute, but it wasn't until Usher took over management and had guardianship. He'd already been to the hospital. Think about that. And you still took Bieber there. You got custody of him first and gave temporary guardianship to the diddler for 48 hours. Diddy had already tried. Diddy trying to get it.
Since she died in, I would say, rather mysterious circumstances, a woman named Kim Porter. Now what happened was she mysteriously died of pneumonia at the age of 47. That Diddy had something to do with the death of his ex-partner and the mother to his children. Just when they are about to publish a tell-all book on their very famous ex, Diddy. It seems to be a collection of the diaries of Kim Porter, the mother of Diddy's children. Well, guess what? It was just announced yesterday that Kim Porter's book is being published. It's a 60-page book. It was leaked by her friends.
Hey Cassie, how are you? How do you feel about all the allegations with Diddy going on right now?
Cassie, why Diddy didn't want to walk with you, girl? What I'm talking about, Diddy was right next to you. What's good, Diddy? What's good, Diddy? No. What's good, Diddy? Taylor Swift, I know Taylor Swift your girl too. Have a beautiful day, Diddy. Always nice to see you, brother. Keep hope alive.
You say that, no, I'm not who the feds portray me to be. Well, what about what the video portrays you to be? When we look at Suge Knight and what Suge Knight said, he talked about Diddy potentially diming out others and how the feds ultimately would want that to happen. I can't imagine that the feds ain't gonna want that to happen considering all the people that have attended Diddy after parties. But we also gotta pay attention to this too. The belief is there's a strong level of guilt attached to it. Now the court of law will prove it. See, these are the kind of moments where stuff can come back to haunt you. Who was there to help him? Did everybody run away? And if so, why? Nothing seems to be able to be done to help him at this particular moment in time. It does appear to be a very, very, very bad situation.
Prosecutors received flight records and statements suggesting that his acts may not have been limited to UK land, As the disturbing tale behind the glitz and glamour began to emerge, UK officials were eager to go more and urged anyone with knowledge to come forward. With Combs being kept in the same infamous New York jail that formerly detained Ghislaine Maxwell, Damon Williams, the harsh prosecutor who had locked him up, is heading the case. As the inquiry progresses, it will be impossible to deny the similarities. Stories of P's extravagant but dubious high-profile events, meetings with celebrities, and even a relationship with singer have all been brought to light by life choices. Cassie depicted extreme manipulation, and she also accused Diddy of years of abuse, stoking the flames of accusation. Now, as Thiem sits in a jail cell, his once powerful empire is collapsing on screen, and his future is in jeopardy. How far will the probe go, and what more secrets will the spotlight disclose? Our unanswered questions.
There's a video! You know?
50. We out here.
We wanted to get the people out that didn't want to party. So we got the politics out the way. Yes! So if you with me and you know how, we got the love and the respect out the way. Now it's time to party. Party. Let's party!
If you don't understand what love is, just look at him. Look at this room. You know, if you in this room, that's what love is.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the legend Usher in the building.
You know, Puffy is somebody that I've been in love with. I looked up to him and he taught me so much.
The applause should be for, but I want to say one thing. This man has been the motivation for this entire movement. Since the day I met you, man, you've been the light that has guided me.
Affiliated with P. Diddy.
Did you join Diddy for his freak off?
LeBron just did the unspeakable. He went to a Diddy party.
Oh man, yo, you wish Diddy happy birthday, man? Where do you get the man that has everything, LeBron?
No, I don't hear anything at all. Nope. Definitely not hearing LeBron James on the subject of Diddy, which is weird. So why stay mum on your boy? That's my question. He speaks out about virtually every other topic. Nobody asks his opinion. He gives his opinion. He's lecturing us. He's called the king.
While it may seem like a brave move, seasoned attorney Misha Moulton has warned that if Diddy takes the stand, it could backfire. Moulton is adamant that this could be the case for Diddy in a congressional setting. She explained that being cross-examined by the prosecution is no easy task. They'll relentlessly search for inconsistencies and push him to admit things that could damage his defense. She had warned that testifying may be an emotionally taxing procedure and that Diddy might turn the jury against him if he displays indications of anger or becomes agitated. We underline that such a trial is mentally taxing and that a single moment of weakness could have a significant impact on the outcome.
As the mother of a now 16-year-old.
Who I met backstage,
He did?
He's a great young man.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg edition, nigga, the 70s style, boy. Hold on.
I wanted to show that I really had love for Puff, what it was trumped up to be. You know, they made it like it was more than what it actually was. And he had love for me, and I just wanted to show people that it wasn't all.
Do you think we'll ever have a gay rapper?
I believe there are some gay rappers.
Are there?
They just ain't came out the closet.
Well, then we don't know that they're gay. Do you think if you think a big rap would have to be a big star to come out?
I appreciate it, Ashton. Thank you for dropping the mic with me earlier. You were. I can understand why, because you two, you go way back. You're friends. You're old friends.
I can't. I mean, the outcome. I'm not sure. I think it was rigged. Like, I'm feeling like it was a little rigged. But I learned how to do this in his studio. Like, I don't even like. He's like my coach.
When did you first meet?
I was doing Making the Band on MTV. He was doing Punk'd.
Yeah.
I heard that you are going to punk me, and I just don't think that's a good idea. Well, then you tell a story.
I'm pretty sure that's not the way you said it. I don't think that's a good idea. Is that what you said?
Please don't punk me.
It was a reality competition where groups competed to become the next big music sensation, Ashton Kutcher. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So their friendship started through the prank show called Punk'd. And Combs would later produce several seasons of Making the Band on MTV. It was business ventures, attending Combs' Labor Day white parties. Combs and Kutcher, they were often photographed together, with Kutcher showing his support for Combs.
But I learned how to do this in his studio. Like, I don't even like. He's like my coach.
I've been on FBI raids where I've seen things that no person should ever see.
With a status hearing scheduled for October 9th, all eyes will be on Diddy, the founder of Bad Boy Records, to decide whether to take the stand or follow his legal team's advice. The stakes could not be higher. Will the jury see a confident Diddy defending his innocence, or will the emotional toll of cross-examination tip the scales against him as his legal team prepares for the trial? A night in 2002 when Diddy appeared on Late Night with Conan O'Brien, what was supposed to be a light-hearted conversation about throwing parties quickly took an unsettling turn in the resurfaced clip. Diddy gave his party planning advice with an unsettling twist, talking about locking women up to keep them at the party. One thing is for sure, the decision to testify may be the most crucial of his career and life, and things don't seem to be getting any better for Diddy.
Can't hide skeletons in the closet forever, who are desperately searching their memories as they delete their texts and data. Typically, the victim is lured into a situation where he or she is given a drink, reported by these victims, is apparently laced with something. Perpetrators perform all kinds of sexual acts on the victims as other people watch and enjoy the show, many times passing him or her around, and then leave the victim ashamed, confused, injured, and wondering what happened. Sometimes there are threats. When the victim reaches out, he or she is told not to say anything. Given a large volume of cases, and given our other docket obligations, I expect we'll start filing these cases against Sean Combs and other perpetrators within the next 30 days. The day will come when we will name names other than Sean Combs, and there's a lot of names. It's a long list already, but the names that we're going to name, assuming that our investigators confirm and corroborate what we've been told, are names that will shock you. Of course, I already know who some of these individuals are, but because of the nature of this case, damn sure that we're right before we do that. They will be revealed when that particular individual case is ready to be filed. They already know who they are. That is, those people that we know watched. I'm talking about the people that participated, encouraged it, egged it on. I'm looking at banks, pharmaceutical companies, hotels, but also include corporate entities who ultimately profited off of this culture and behavior. That many of these individuals were paid cash. We know, typically paid 10 grand in cash and told to leave. So in addition to Sean Combs, anyone who was in the room and watched it happen, anyone who encouraged or facilitated this conduct, any individual or entity who knew about the conduct and benefited from it, any venue or venue owner who was aware of what was going on. These people who know who they are should just come forward now. Any individual or entity who covered it up or helped cover it up.
Donnell in between Diddy legs. That was a day party.
Right.
That wasn't a day party. This was in the gift bag.
First off, it's a very interesting situation to even bring this up, right? And I will tell y'all, Diddy throw some of the best parties you ever go to.
You ain't had to be between his legs.
But listen, I was between his legs. R. Kelly flew you in. Wait, what is the definition of trafficking? What is the definition?
When somebody flies you out or puts you on a boat.
With the what? Did you ever see him?
No.
Did he have you in a special room? Did he have
I had a hotel. No.
Trip in St. Martin, St. Bart some years ago, and he does a holiday party. It was Dave, right? If you say you went to any party, you should assume it was the freak off. That's what it wasn't the case.
No.
So you're a victim. You are a victim.
Sitting in between Diddy's legs before the picture was took.
I slipped.
Or did you pull?
I don't know what was in that vodka because it felt like I had a hole full of hair on that yacht. I don't know. It was something special in that vodka. I felt light-skinned for a second.
The other day in the Park Hyatt Hotel in Midtown may be the very last day Diddy was ever free for the rest of his life. Well, a whole bunch of people been to P. Diddy parties. I was at one of his parties before. I just didn't know it was one of his parties. Wasn't at his house. I didn't see none of the stuff. There's a lot of people very, very silent. I don't want to mention any names because I don't want to incriminate anybody. There's a lot of people who are conspicuously quiet. When you say that, no, I'm not who the feds portray me to be, well, what about what the video portrays you to be? When we look at Suge Knight and what Suge Knight said, he talked about Diddy potentially diming out others and how the feds ultimately would want that to happen. I can't imagine that the feds ain't gonna want that to happen considering all the people that have attended Diddy after parties. But we also gotta pay attention to this too. The belief is there's a strong level of guilt attached to it. Now the court of law will prove it. See, these are the kind of moments where stuff can come back to haunt you. Who was there to help them? Did everybody run away? And if so, why? Nothing seems to be able to be done to help them at this particular moment in time. It does appear to be a very, very, very bad situation.
Diddy was talking about his list of essentials, which included alcohol and attractive women first. Conan questioned why water was so essential. In response, Diddy said many women drink water at parties. You have to keep them there by installing locks on the doors. Khan, who was clearly uncomfortable, attempted to change the topic by saying that it sounded risky. The conversation became even stranger when Diddy revealed another bizarre detail. He asserts that party hosts should turn up the heat because it actually affects the alcohol. He explained that everyone becomes a little more comfortable and works up a nice sweat. Diddy laughed and dismissed the suggestion, calling it a little kinky. Conan's last remark perfectly captured the uneasiness. This just sounds disgusting.
I was recently contacted by someone who wanted me to sell of one of the Diddy tapes.
You're saying that there's tapes and they're being shopped?
Yes, there have been people already shopping.
We've heard about the tapes.
Yeah, and to contact the person who was in the video to see if they were interested in purchasing the video before it became public. But one particular person contacted me to shop a particular video they were in possession of. That it exists, that it's real, that the other person in the video is very visible. Yes, this was actually in his Atlanta home, at a home he had in Atlanta at one point.
Sounds like there was probably a lot of hidden cameras as well. Is that what is being talked about?
It does seem that the person isn't like looking into the video, so it doesn't seem like they're active participant in the videotaping.
You ever been to one of Diddy parties?
Yeah, I've been in attendance. I've been in attendance. Not, hey, what working for?
I ain't saying that.
I ain't been in attendance.
We never been. We just asked him. We just asked him.
Yeah, I mean, it was a party. I wasn't at one of them parties. I have been in attendance at a Puff party. You know what I'm saying? I've been in attendance. Yeah. The party I went to, it was girls turned up. You know what I'm saying? The regular. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's crazy. Did you know?
You know what the line when you say, I ain't been to one of them parties. Wait, what party?
I have been to the house parties where there have been extra police working as security, armed security. Think about it. Beyonce's on the other side of the gate. Jay-Z's on the other side of the gate. People are trying to get in that party. Every major celebrity, the Kardashians, on the other side of the gate, where Tyrese is performing and Demi Moore and Ashton Kutcher are swinging on swings. First Diddy party I went to was at Prince's house. So you want to go to Prince's house to the Diddy party. Diddy didn't let you bring your security in the party. That is the one thing that I thought was odd. I mean, I saw Jay-Z and T.D. Jakes in there, every major celebrity you can think of who may or may not get along. You know, I came one time with my security and no other security other than Diddy's security is allowed to be inside. See this unfold. My wonder is, well, why weren't people able to have their protection? Diddy is not the only person that has these parties where they have people ranking a bunch of women. What happens after everybody's gone? These guys want to have a bunch of women around, and what happens when you mix that and other things when the regular party goes home?
What new things have you found that maybe we should know about?
Everybody in the music industry and everybody in Hollywood knew about this. I don't know about the cameras that I would never go to and I was warned not to go to. Okay, it's no secret. I knew about this guy when I was in Hollywood, and there's some other people that I know that have these type of parties, and everybody knew. Look at how many videos, and everybody praised them. It's not a secret. I'm tired of everybody playing this game. All the videos are surfacing with him and Diddy and all these people. Even Usher, he deleted a bunch of I think 7,000 tweets, deleted his Twitter account, deleted it, right? Or took everything down, and then came back a day later and he put account got hacked, and damn, y'all ran with it. These demons hide in plain sight, like Diddy. He said on Howard Stern, at 13 years old, your parents are sending you to a camp with a grown man, Pat. Are you freaking nuts? I don't care how famous he is. And then you got a video of Usher and Diddy in his bedroom with Kevin Hart, and he's interviewing him in the morning, and then he catches himself, and it's a moment where they're all laughing and it's all a joke, and he said, I would wake up in the morning with Usher.
However, Happy Day star Henry Winkler once joined one of Diddy's infamous parties, the rapper claimed as he closed the interview. Fast forward to the present, and this 2002 interview has resurfaced in light of Diddy's current legal issues. With Diddy's trial quickly approaching and the rapper initially accused of self-harm, the troubling words from his previous interview have taken on a new sinister context. The video has sparked outrage as viewers wonder if Diddy's casual remarks were a reflection of something darker.
We need alcohols. Right. Alcohols. Right. Oh, no, I don't know if guys have noticed this, like a lot of ladies drink water at parties. They just gotta keep them there. Right. You need locks on the doors. Broccoli, but just check it out. You need a lot of heat. A lot of heat. Heat affects the alcohol, and it also affects, like, you know, everybody gets a little bit more comfortable and loose. Builds up a nice little sweat. Depends on the way you look at it.
People start getting gets kind of sexy. Is that what you're saying?
Just for inspirational motivation and uses only, you know what I'm saying? You don't know a lot of black men that come from the hood that got an island. I got an island, it's called Love Island. Yeah, I have an island. What was going through your head when we were going there?
I was I'm gonna go to war by this nigga, he mad.
When I took you to Love Island, and then you realized that, you know, the plane landed and then we had to float to another island. What was your favorite time that I took you off the grid? When you going off the grid with me, you gotta go to sleep for a week.
Yeah, because it's definitely giving us.
He used to be your security guard, who said that when you were dating J-Lo, Will Smith and Jada tried to pick her up on and you were gonna pick up Will Smith.
This show has gotten crazier since the last time I
You're telling me I can't believe everything I read?
What? I don't know what you're talking about. You really heard that? Nah.
Well, yeah, I watched it on the internet.
Jimmy, I thought we was friends. Where did this?
Make some noise if you've been here before. Don't mean y'all should be extra tight. Enjoy life. This is a celebration of life. This is a legendary white party. It's the real white party. Get extra comfortable.
Don't know what happens to the white man when he comes to a P. Diddy party. This is what happens to the white man. And that's James from Simeon Mobile Disco. He is a actual DJ's not supposed to pass out. Matt, move out the way. You're still alive. Look at that. Look, would you put the drink on his head? You put the drink on his head. There you go. There it is. But when they come to one of my parties, this is what happens to them. I put him to sleep. Next day, right?
Him nor his kids would profit from anything from Bad Boy or Sean Puffy Combs again. His kids is gonna suffer behind this. He was talking about taking his life at the City College thing. He ain't no good to nobody if he talking about hurting himself. His life don't belong to him. His life belong to God. It's working its way towards God now, for real, and not that devil we've been working.
Social media users' reactions to the Reserve video raised the question, was this just an offbeat joke or does it reveal a deeper, more troubling mindset? Only time will tell as the investigation progresses. But as it does, some people will undoubtedly fall between the cracks. He had just been taken off the self-hurt watch at the time of the video. Devon Haney is accustomed to being in the spotlight, and his most recent feud with YouTuber and influencer fighter Dean the Great has further fueled the flames. After accusing Ryan Garcia of violence and fraud following their April flight, Haney gained notoriety for his lawsuit against Garcia. However, he is currently being trumped for his previous charge against Diddy.
I've been to a couple Diddy parties. Now, I'm risking a lot by saying this. I've been to lots of parties. What I will say is at one particular party, there was an artist there who said, hey, 1 a.m., make sure you're not here. Just don't want to be here at 1 in the morning. The music changed. It was like really hard and heavy at first, and I'm headed back upstairs to like the main area where everyone's kind of congregating and hanging out. And
immediately after Diddy was charged, we started seeing record executives resign and retire. Timing's interesting. Will Diddy rat people out?
Question of ratting out, I think in the government's eye, he's the top of the iceberg.
This guy did this guy did that. Would that maybe reduce the time he spends in prison?
What does he know about others who may have participated? What's on those videos?
This story gets even crazier. Hold on, watch this.
Bugging high-profile men in order to pilfer crucial documents for personal enrichment and blackmail purposes reportedly captures Kardashian engaged in activities that have sent shockwaves through the entertainment and legal worlds alike, stealing a cache of footage. The FBI claims that Kardashian is not only involved in the theft of vital information, but also used it as leverage to further her own interests.
So at this point, it looked like the Feds been keeping up with the Kardashians just like us. They are accusing her of lacing drinks and things of that nature.
Where are you going? I'm gonna go to join Diddy. Really? He's doing that. Rick Ross is doing a little concert this afternoon. When are you gonna act your own age? It's like rap crew, like Rick Ross and Diddy. Do you think this is like your crowd? Yeah. So why do you care to go to this? Because I was invited and I think it would be fun. I know a thing or two about rap music. Who is the boss? Me? No.
What's it the other way around? I mean, P. Diddy's a little up his own ass, to be honest. We were at a college football game for UCLA, and I was about to just give him a left to the chin real quick. But this is LA, isn't it? You just go around meeting people, so I'm just having fun. But
only you could say P. Diddy's up his own arse.
P. Diddy was on the bottom of the list of people I wanted to meet, especially after finally meeting him.
His recent drama has cast a long shadow over those who were previously associated with him. It all began when a picture of Honey without a shirt was posted by someone on the poolside. Some, like Garcia, used it to make fun of boxer Dean, whose real name is Nadine Shaba. Shabazz decided to join the trend by creating a humorous skit for a video called How Devon Haney Train after connecting with Diddy Dean, who impersonates Haney. Distro was preoccupied in the gym, kissing a speed bag and striking the MS with an excessively macho gesture that alluded to Haney and Diddy's illicit relationship.
He believes he's innocent. He believes he's innocent. Would you be open to a plea bargain? Well, it's not up to me. It's up to Mr. Combs, and I don't see it happening. Mr. Combs feels A, he's innocent, which is why he's not going to plead guilty. He believes that he needs to stand up for his family and for everybody who's been targeted by the federal government. He feels an obligation to those people to say, you know what? Maybe I can break the model. And I think he probably is the only person I know of who might be able to actually accomplish that.
It was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. Could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild. There were very curious things taking place, and I didn't necessarily understand.
Oh.
I was having a good time. You know what I mean?
Can you stay up till 4 in the morning with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
Yeah.
I had like,
what
like
a
living.
life.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to puppy camp?
Hell no.
My goal was to get this far in Hollywood and still have a virgin hole and never have sucked a. That was my only goal. You could be Kang the Conqueror, and they could take your rabbit ass down in 2 weekends. But I'm not gonna act like I'm not scared of them. I have a reason to be scared. I had to turn down $50 million 4 times just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right, because P. Diddy be wanting to party. See, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you. That's why I can say them. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did.
This thing turns into something that when y'all get older, y'all don't want to come to. Okay?
Marlon, you been to the Hollywood party. What's going on at these Hollywood parties?
I left early. Plenty Diddy parties. I left early. I swear to you, those aren't the type of parties that I go to.
The stuff that they claim to be going on?
I never seen it. When I hear about it, when did that happen? Yes. At what time did this go down? Yes. I've never seen any of this. I'm like, because I was there till 3:30. You mean 3:32? So they waited for me to leave? Like, all right, good. I've never seen it. Never seen nothing. If I party, I like my own party.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even if I'm me and, this is my party. It's my swell rate.
For rap mogul Sean Diddy Combs, also known as P. Diddy or Puff Daddy through the years. Diddy, like Epstein, has long been rumored to be a federal informant, pointed out famously by rapper Kanye West. The type of party you might find on Jeffrey Epstein's island or...
No, hold on. All you fake hard... You know what I'm saying? I don't get because you can't nobody in as far as Meek Mills, Puff Daddy, whoever, none of these all you fake hard you. Anyway, and the reason why you got chalk is because you did a deal, you fed.
Even though Dean the Great's attempt at humor appeared to be a surefire hit, it backfired spectacularly. While some viewers found the girly mode activated impression amusing, many others found it offensive. One user commented, "Bro, you can't be kissing the speed bag like that," labeling the video as cringeworthy. Another user chimed in, slamming the YouTuber for trolling a fighter with far better skills. "Writer, you want Devon to notice you so bad it's CR stay on that YouTube boxing side," while others expressed shock. While others questioned his boxing background, and one fan even suggested Haney sue Dean for the video. The boxing community was not happy with Dean the Great, who may have believed he was profiting from the continuing scandal with Haney Diddy. Although Dean the Great is currently enjoying great success in the influencer boxing scene, his recent jab at Haney has caused quite a commotion. Rather than helping to improve his standing, this trolling maneuver has placed Dean under intense scrutiny, with both supporters and detractors questioning his intentions. The real question is, will Haney respond verbally, or is he saving his energy for a knockout in the ring? Fans are left wondering which way this showdown will go, but one thing is certain: Diddy won't be present to watch it. Is this just a publicity stunt, or is Dean trying to get under Haney's skin?
Sean Diddy Combs is locked up in a federal jail that has been plagued by harsh conditions and violence. He's the highest profile detainee at a place that's been described as hell on earth. He was stabbed to death in July, and several others have died by suicide. The Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn has seen multiple deaths in recent years. Before him, there were R. Kelly, Elaine Maxwell, and crypto scammer Sam Bankman-Fried. Combs is just the latest high-profile defendant to be locked up at MDC Brooklyn. Combs' lawyers are fighting to get him out of there. They want him released on bail. Judges have also raised alarms. They've pressed the Bureau of Prisons for status updates and implored the agency to fix things. He's the highest profile detainee at a place that's been described as hell on earth. For now, Combs is one of about 1,200 people locked up at MDC Brooklyn.
He's now getting super cozy with Steve Harvey's daughter, who Diddy's son, Justin Combs, used to hang out with.
Diddy and Lori Harvey, they're heating things up in Italy.
Notice her arm is on the back of his chair.
He and his son are Eskimo brothers. His son on this trip?
They were there. They're not in these pictures, but I think they left.
He is dating his son's ex-girlfriend when his son was there as well.
I don't think it's something that he would do if it was a big, huge deal.
You like who you like, except my son's exes.
Music mogul Sean Combs has been denied bail for a second time after being arrested by Homeland Security agents this week. He's accused of taking videos of those encounters and using them to blackmail the participants, in which he coerced women into engaging in days-long plays. Sean Combs' crimes could be even worse than what's being described, and other famous faces could also be implicated. Allegedly, the Kardashians are mixed up in this, that there's some documents, there's some proof, evidence.
History running facts. 15 years of freak-out party. Who do you think went through there? Everybody. It's the same circle. It's the Epstein circle. It's the Harvey Weinstein circle.
And then things were being recorded, videotaped, and then that was used against executives or individuals.
But they saw stuff, and they talk about it, and they know what happens at midnight. All of a sudden, they find out, oh, have I been kissing on a man or they know what happens at midnight. At midnight, certain things happen. Is this a dude or a girl?
All being recorded.
At midnight.
Diddy was about, and some people may pass it off as hip-hop culture, but it is a series of felonies and RICO. What do they have wrong? So you think he did none of these things? He was never present in any of these activities? This wasn't his lifestyle?
But those activities and the lifestyle is not criminal. They never once said that these women didn't consent to what happened.
The consent doesn't apply.
No charges relating to minors. None.
So this is all adult consensual activity. People can judge it morally, but legally, you believe he committed.
Hollywood, you never expected. They be having these mansion parties, and the mansion party, the whole mansion is a party. You be looking at all the goddamn rooms, and you and look in the wrong room and and then it's a separate party in the little rooms. I ain't been famous that goddamn long. I'm excited in a motherfucker to be at the mansion party. Is that two niggas kissing?
I didn't like him because, Sean and I were very different that way. He was larger than life. But at first, I didn't like him at all. I didn't. I thought he was like...
See you getting back with Puffy in a little way.
I remember you said
yes.
Yes.
Or in my mind, getting together permanently.
First of all,
That simple three. It's hard. It requires so much.
While Jennifer was upstairs, he was down there getting a fellatio from her.
Did she ever find out?
She no doubt.
Jennifer stands by her man and issues several statements to the press.
I'm going to be with him, and of course, I was Sean's album at the time, but coming out was Forever. I actually said, I want to be with him forever. She got a statement saying, I was with Puffy all night and didn't have a gun. She just said, look, I love Sean. Even when he wasn't dealing with her, he wanted complete control over her life. He didn't want Kim to deal with nobody, bro. We would leave Jennifer's house. If Kim was out on the town, he would call a babysitter. We was going to every spot that the babysitter thought she was at.
What y'all shooting today? Oh, that's hot. What's this the last thing, sister?
And he has a problem with stuff like that. The math, he is stupid.
Oh, what? There ain't no shit going on, right?
Listen to me. Y'all heard it from me, but Sean said it himself in his interview. Those people were testifying. They were brought to Puff first. You supposed to be my brother, and you got people testifying against me, saying that what they saw against Sean, what they saw Sean do.
So I go to a note, and as they saw me, the person who was in charge out there or whatever, saw me appear at the window.
Oh my God, I can't breathe.
Right, and I was like, oh, I guess that was their cue.
Yes.
And they released like hundreds of doves, white doves. Didn't work. Did you go back with him? No.
Are you going to try to be early?
Yes, I'm trying to be early.
Are you going to be early for my party?
Yes, I am. No.
Too late, though.
Not too late?
Not too late, please.
What time would you like me there? I got you. I promise you I'm not going to let you down on this big one.
All right,
For
good.
real.
Once you get there, the party really starts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Good.
Your shoes, your feet are going to have blisters. You're going to be dancing so hard.
I can't wait.
Today we filed a lawsuit in the United States District Court, Southern District of New York, for our client, plaintiff Thalia Graves. In her lawsuit, Thalia, through her attorneys, sues Sean Diddy Combs, also known as the defendant. That defendant Combs and another defendant, by viciously and violently, Victims of Gender-Motivated Violence Protection Act, forcing contact on the plaintiff, end quote.
That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.